Hey, it's Central Valley Real Estate. I'm your host, Steve Wally. My guest this segment, I want to welcome back Julia Tadich with Clovis One Real Estate. Welcome back, Julia.
It's Clovis first.
Oh, Clovis first. Excuse me.
Please.
Better than Clovis One, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So we have done the proper social distancing.
We are.
And that's
I don't like it, though, because I'm a hugger.
There you go.
Yeah.
But it's going on in the world.
Yes,
and,
unfortunately.
And it's affecting all sorts of things, including home ownership and mortgages and stuff like that. And because you're in that business, I'm going to ask you that question. What's going on, Julia?
Well, when the Congress floated that new law about giving out forbearances to anybody with their home loans, it really upset a lot of servicing companies.
Okay, stop right there. What is a forbearance?
Forbearance is when you have a loan, and because you can't make your payment for 6 months, they're going to take that whole lump sum of payments, and they're going to make like a balloon payment on it, and they're going to put it at the end of your loan. However, you don't make payments on it. It's a zero balance. So it's really a good deal. And those are really only for FHA, finance loans. And probably VA also. I haven't heard that, but I'm sure that the same thing will apply.
But as a lender, that may not be the most attractive thing in the world for me, right?
No, I sure wouldn't want to be loaning money to somebody that they don't have to pay me back.
Yeah. So, but that forbearance is for someone that is in a house, has a loan, and can't make payments, right?
Right.
Okay.
Because they have to go through the process of applying for coronavirus assistance.
Oh, okay.
And so they go online, find the website, and apply for it. And if they qualify for that, then they actually can do the forbearance.
Okay.
And they don't have to make those payments back until the end of the loan. It literally will be like a balloon at the end of the loan, zero interest, and no payments.
That actually, it's
kind of like a down payment program.
Yeah, it sounds good. Hope it works, but
yeah,
that as you were saying, they got to go online and begin to they got to fill out and qualify.
They have to tell the truth to somebody.
And
I mean, a lot of people don't want to give up their information.
Yeah.
That's why they get upset that they can't have free health care, and yet at the same time they probably could have Medi-Cal,
right,
if they would give up their information.
So what else is going on in the financial world?
Well, some of the deals that what's going.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, what's going on is I'm doing a VA loan on a transaction where the client made an offer of like 309. He didn't get the house, but the buyer got accepted, didn't qualify, and so it came back on the market. So that guy went back in at $299, and guess what? He got it for $299, which wasn't the 300. Yeah,
cool.
And previously the seller wasn't going to give him anything. I mean, nothing. Not only was the seller not going to give him anything, but the seller wanted him to produce the money showing for his closing. And second go round, third go round, now the seller's giving him 3%, and you got it for $10,000 less. So that's what's going on in the market right now. Sellers are freaking out.
Well, that was my next question. How are sellers in the market right now? I mean, it's nice to think that, things are on hold, but they're not.
They're not on hold.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, as a seller, I listed my home at X dollars, and,
You didn't list it with me.
Well, there you go. That's why I didn't sell it. No. But, I've listed it at X dollars, and, I'm still holding at X dollars, and, chances are it's not going to sell.
No, I don't know that prices have gone down.
I've heard people say, well, the market's still good, or maybe the market, California market. I actually read in a little local newspaper, online newspaper where I live, one of the local realtors is saying, oh, the market's great, houses are going up, such a percent. That was last week. Yeah. I'm going, I don't think so,
I really think that this whole thing is, well, if you are employed by a company and you're thinking that I'm going to get laid off or they're going to close, and a lot of that has happened.
Right.
And I think that's really the only thing that's slowing real estate sales down. It's certainly not for people that are government worker, medical worker, work for the county, self-employed like me. I mean, I have a good income still. I'm still making money.
Yeah.
I can still, my business is such that I can change my business.
Right.
And unfortunately, I think that's what's happening. I did hear that spring selling season is over with, like a week ago. And we haven't even gotten to spring yet, really.
Yeah.
When's spring start? The 21st of June.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's summer. So
April.
are we in spring now?
We're in
Yeah.
I think into March.
But
first
this
April.
just killed it.
Yeah.
And I think for people that have, I hate to say this out loud, people that have cash, they can go take advantage. I don't. It's messy for sellers who have to sell. I mean, if you're going, oh my gosh, my job has gone away, it's probably never going to come back.
And the market probably really hasn't even seen that inventory really come on. It's probably just now beginning to come on, and it's going to grow.
Oh gosh, I hope not.
You know.
I lived during the short sale, and I love that business of short selling houses and helping people figure out how they can save their house or get
Right.
out of their house. But I hate to see that happen to this country again. Hopefully this is all going to get rectified. But do you control that?
If I did, things would be a lot different. You know, and I'm
Well-
not talking. Well, that's a conversation for another time. But yeah,
I think the bigger issue. Do you know anybody that has the disease? Really has it?
no.
Yeah, see, and I think that's the bigger issue. What is happening in reality of what's going on? If you look at ABC, NBC, CBS News early in the morning,
Well, you know, there's the panic pandemic out there, okay, but you know, in another life before I became an online TV host, I was a doctor of chiropractic, and I've been following the numbers, looking at this stuff, and it is tragic, no doubt about it.
well, it's a real disease.
But it doesn't seem to be any more impactful than our, you know, other annual diseases, and some have been more severe than others. But it, you know, is it something that, are we looking at something like which it's been compared to the Spanish flu of 1918?
I'm not that.
It's not even close. I mean, it's not close for a lot of reasons.
Okay.
But it's going to run its course.
Right.
Are we going to get a vaccine? Maybe, maybe not.
In 2022,
But, you know,
and you have some politicians saying we're not going to release society until we have that. And I think to myself, you mean my grandsons are not going to go to school? My granddaughters aren't going to go to
you know,
daycare.
Julia, my personal opinion on that is it goes very much longer. You're going to see a lot of politicians are elected, and they can be unelected. And I think people are going to get angry to the point that, you know, listen,
Well-
it's fine for a week or two.
Do you hear what Newsom did today?
Do I want to?
Well, I'm going to tell you.
Okay, tell me.
He gave money to people who are not here legally.
Well, that's...
He handed out millions of dollars to organizations that are supposed to give the money to these people, but no, there's no oversight. So I think that we're in a lot of trouble because it's going to be on our back, taxes, to take care of this.
It's going to be, but you know, homeowners are probably going to see, you know, an extra burden for local, you know, governmental agencies that aren't getting, you know, the income that they need. A lot of stuff, but what other?
Let me talk about the loan I did recently because there's probably a lot of people listening that are in these kind of loans.
Okay.
If you had gotten down payment assistance with the city of Fresno,
Yep.
or a Cal Halfa where you had a first and a second and a third, it is a really good time to refinance that loan.
Yeah.
Because we can pay off all of the loans you have on the property, and now you have this one conventional loan that now you can turn that house into a rental and do whatever you want. So this is a really good time for people in those situations to
Well, that's
do
what
that.
I'm going to ask. What are the upsides for people?
Oh,
That's one. What else?
Interest rates are very, very good. But I didn't have to say that out loud too loud because everybody can see that's what's going on. But the biggest problem you have going on now is it's impacted. It's just impacted. So you have to work with a lender like me who I get auto approval and send the packages off. It's because it's so busy.
Yeah. A lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing.
It's just another thing getting people to pick up the phone and make a phone call.
To who?
To me, I would hope.
And you are?
Julia Tadich with Clovis First Real Estate Services.
And that phone number is?
And Clovis First Mortgage and Fresno Home Savers. But you don't want to be a Fresno Home Savers. You want to be a Clovis First Mortgage. And that means that you're not losing your house. You're actually going to sell your house and move to something else.
Okay. But I got to get a hold of you. Phone number.
559-323-2213. My cell phone is 559-977-3583. I'm sorry, I touched my face. Not supposed to do that.
No. Oh.
Wow.
Well, I've had my vaccine. Oh, there is no vaccination.
Wow.
Oh, well. Listen, Julia, thanks for
Coming all the way
sharing.
down here.
Yes, But listen, come on back in a couple of weeks. We'll talk more about, how this thing has evolved. I think a couple of weeks the world's going to look radically even more different than now.
I hope and pray.
So,
I really
you come on
hope
back.
so.
We'll talk about it. All right.
Okay.
Thanks.
Good advice.
So get a hold of Julia. I thought you were reaching out. That's me.
I'm not gonna
Get a hold
touch
of
you.
Julia. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah,
All right.
It's all good, really, for buyers and sellers and people that want to own houses. It's a good time. Good time to get in the market. Absolutely.
All right. Real quick before we close off, Mike, is that okay? So we got someone on Facebook who asked, "Do you recommend for us to buy property now?"
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there you go, Veronica. Now might be the time.
Yes.
And get a hold of Julia. She can help you on the important part of that, which is the financial end.
Right. Well,
And-
I do everything. I
and-
sell houses and do loans.
Okay. Well,
So-
there you go. Full service. Get a hold of her, Clovis 1. And I'll see you when we come back.
Clovis First.
Clovis first. Clovis first. But it's a 1. It looks
Yeah.
like a 1.
It's one ST.
One SD.
I-
All right. Clovis first.